What's up, people? Welcome to episode 2 of Gilligan's adventure. Today we're gonna work on the old outboard engine that I replaced with a new one, and we are going to give it a full service, and fingers crossed it starts. So what up, people? We're in the boat again, and today I am going to take out the old outboard engine right over there. Step 1 is, of course, taking the engine out of the boat and walking it over to a place where I can actually work on it. So we got the motor out of the boat. Looks pretty rough at some parts, but overall it's okay. Okay, here we have the situation. Tools and stuff there, trash bag. Motor mounted right here, and this is the little set that came with it. So like spark plug and temperature thermometer, fuel filter, impeller, that's for water cooling, zinc, and then a little bit of seals for the whole motor. First things first, take off the cap. So right here on the back side we have the spark plug. So basically we have to take this one off and then replace it with this new one. Wow, that looks nice. Let's do that. Damn, that was tight. But then at least you can take it off easily after. Damn, it's looking fully black. That ain't great. That is not great. Well, out with the old, in with the new. Now we're gonna hand tighten it, but not as crazy as it was earlier. Damn, that was super tight. That has to be good enough. Put this little thing on. That little thing on. Now we should have a good spark plug. Okay, next step. We got the fuel filter right here. So we're just gonna loosen that up. That's the old fuel filter. Now the thing is with these ones, you can't open them or like clean them out. So most of the time when you maintain one, you just get a new one. That is how we do that. You see the big difference between before and after. It was necessary. And it's also a good idea to check the flow on it. So there's a little arrow here. I don't know if you can see it, but it should go in that flow basically. The flow should go in the direction of the gasoline. I feel like that is great. Bye bye old filter. Next step, we're trying to go and replace the impeller. That's this one. It basically, engine sucks up water here at the water intake, and then there's a little propeller here with that pumps the water up to the motor to cool the motor. So we're gonna replace that. Therefore we have to first loosen this bolt. Alright, that's that. So I think we have to take off the propeller. It's just removing this cotter pin. Like that. Then you can basically turn this off. And I'm just gonna make a little nice spot for that. In the order I take it off in. Boom. Cotter pin there. And then we can pull off the propeller. Super dry as well, it doesn't have any grease, maybe not the greatest. seal is looking a bit deteriorated. But hey, here we are. Okay. Not going off. Okay, sprayed some WD-40 in that one, so let's hope it goes loose. But in the meantime, we can change this very much corroded zinc anode. Just take out the screw, put the new one in. Beam, 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 beam. Wow, that was very much corroded. If we look here, got the old one and the new one. Wow, that's a big difference. So now the new one goes back there. So that is zinc anode connected again. So I finally got this nut out, which means this under piece should come off with this all attached to it. You can see it's loose now. It's just see, behind there is a little thing. That's the gear linking to the engine where you shift gear here. So you have to just loosen this bolt and then this part comes out. Loosened it. So we finally got it out, and here is the water pump enclosure. So you see where it picks up water there, goes in there through this hole that goes from that tube all the way up into the motor. So we have to loosen these 4 nuts on the top, and then we should see the impeller, and I think we can also replace the plate that connects in between here. And this you see here, this long one, that's the gear stick basically that connects through there to the lever on there. Well, let's do it. So now we loosen these 4 nuts on the top. Damn, it's taking out so long. Oh, don't forget the washer. Bang, bang. Put it over there. Damn. Number 4. Now, I've gotten a crack here. So, let's freaking hope we did this thing right. Wow, okay. So this slides all the way off. And there we have it. The impeller also sliding all the way off. Oh, and I almost missed it, but here, this little locking pin is very important. Here's a little pin, locks the impeller in position, like right there in a slot. So it's very important to see which side. No, it's very important not to lose it. Doink. Here we can also see when you take the impeller off, there's a plate underneath it. You can slide that all the way off. This plate, quite dirty. We have also gotten a replacement for that. So we're gonna just clean up inside of here, of course. It looks pretty dirty, manky, salty, blah, blah, blah. And then we're gonna put the new one on. Bang, bang. Time to put it on. Look at that shit, man. Crazy difference. Much noise. To get the impeller on the correct way, you basically have to slide it on, of course. So what I'm trying to show you is that this little pin here has to go against the flat surface on the bottom of the, yeah, right there. And then you have to try and align it so that it slides over. Oh, perfectly got it in there. So I hope you can see it, maybe. But the pin is in there, and it's wedged in between the flat part of this and the impeller. So we got our new impeller and plate mounted. Now it's time to put it all back together. Clean the parts up, of course, as much as I can before putting it back together. So here we have the thingamajiggy-wajiggy going back on. Yeah, this one has to go in there and this in there, so I just have to drop the camera. Yes, hello, it's me here editing, and I just realized I didn't film the whole putting back the bottom part of the engine where the propeller goes and stuff. So I basically just did everything in reverse from how I disassembled it and put it back, put the 2 bolts back, and then we are continuing here again. Screwed this back, kept it in reverse, keep it in reverse the whole time, otherwise this of course moves up like that. And then when you put it in reverse, it stays there. So to know the right position, you just keep it in reverse the whole time you're working on it. And then this thing goes back in. Perfect. I have gotten these back together again with that bolt in and that bolt in. So now I'm just gonna put the propeller back with the cotter pin and all that, and we're done. Propeller back on, cotter pin back in and bent into place. So it seems like the whole bottom part is done now. Water, impeller and all that. These are all the things we replaced now. 5 different items. Pretty good. A little bit more to go, some seals and a thermometer. So after review, this is, I don't know what you call that, like camshaft cover or rocker cover. You look right into the engine when you open that, so let's not do that again. Let's go to where the thermostat actually is. Oh shit. Let's see. This stuff is what should fit underneath here. Of course. Easy. Whoa! Holy ships. That's crazy. Don't know if you can see that properly, but that's freaking dirty, yo. Okay. That could be one of the problems on the engine. Crazy. So, the thermostat just flew out of the engine here. Would you just take a look at that, man? That's crazy. So this must have been in here for some odd years. Would make sense if it's not working anymore. Holy crap. And in there looks horrible. So I'm gonna just clean that out a little bit. Here you can just see the before and after of a old one and a new one. Thermometer, or thermostat, sorry. New thermostat. I'm gonna go in here. Got all the parts. So. Nice. Freaking hell, huh? Pumped. What's left? Did everything. We have done the impeller, fuel filter, zinc anode, disgusting spark plug, and thermostat with new seals as well everywhere. So, I think the last thing we have left is draining the oil and putting new oil, and then I think let's try and get the engine started. Now I'm gonna remove the drain plug. So when you look at the motor, like where you pull from, the drain plug is underneath there in a little box. It's like a 10 mil there. It's gonna be super messy, but whatever. So I got a new washer as well as part of the kit. and that goes right there, you know, where the drain plug goes back. But before I'm doing that, I just dip my finger in some oil and just oil it up. Very nice. Put it around the drain plug. So there you can see the drain plug is back in, and you can't really see that, but that little crush washer is in between there. So you kind of crush it while pushing it on there, and that makes like a tight seal for the oil. So now we refill oil in here. It's a liter, it should take about 400 milliliters, so like less than half of the bottle. So we'll just try it with a dipstick and measure. So I think we got it. See there, it's like halfway. Should be good. I think, let's just clean this puppy up. I already cleaned the bottom part. You can see it looks much nicer. And put that lid back, and then we should put it in the water and see if it works. All right, so it's all cleaned up. It's looking much cleaner than before. Everything is back together like it should be, as far as I'm concerned. Other side looking pretty nice. So now I'm gonna move it all the way back to in that alley there where my boat is, and connect fuel to it and put it in water, and we're gonna see how she works. Probably not the best way to do it. That's it. Oh, looks freaking good. Honestly, so much better than before. It looks more new. Damn, son. So here we are. I set up this whole thing with fuel and kill switch on. Filled it completely to the brim with water. And I started it one time and the whole water flew out. So then it doesn't have cooling. So I think I'm just gonna mount it to my boat temporarily. So we're gonna just remove the new engine, put this one on, and properly test it. And if it runs okay, it's time to go on DDA. Got my new engine off the boat. Gonna put the old one on the boat. Can't film that because it's super much sketchiness. There's a little light blinking there. That means we have oil pressure. I think let's just give it a go. Maybe all the way. She looks to be running. Choke all the way in. Ooh. Okay, maybe that was a bit too early on the choke. Hasn't run in a while, obviously. Freaking nice, we got it running, man. So I'm just gonna make some small adjustments to the carburetor so it runs nicely on idle when I turn off the choke. But other than that, I'm gonna take some good pictures, put it on Marketplace, and let's see what we can fetch for our old engine. And of course, thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode. I said weeks, I don't know if the next one comes out next week, but as soon as possible, I will upload another part of the project. I hope you enjoy, and see you on the next one.
Gilligan, we both called Gilligan. Changed the name from Tuka to Gilligan. Many adventures, many fun sailing trip. Got it in Copenhagen. Sail around Shelland up to Aarhus.